Stay out of gang politics.
The problem was I was saying that I'm going to go there and LA not on shit. LA is on shit. For real. I don't want anyone taking me serious. I'm a nerdy white streamer kid, all right? It's still fuck you to the people that were still coming at me on that podcast.
Oh, shit. All right, let's back it up a little bit. Adin Ross is on a live stream podcast with rapper Top 5 and DJ Academics. First off, Top 5 has his own laundry list of things to deal with. But he claims him and his team, him and his peoples, is going to be watching the Not Like Us video and doing homework to see who all was in the video. There's a strong insinuation that everybody that they clock in that video, they're going to be doing some wet work on. Now, if you're not familiar with the term wet work, ain't nothing I can do for you. You're going to have to find out what that means on your own. Now, as a result of this live stream, Adin Ross gets banned from coming to LA from reputable gang members. Which gang members issued the ban, I'm not sure of, and it's not my business to find out that information. Essentially, what's happening here is we're still talking about the battle between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Adin Ross is on Team Drake, and Adin co-signed some threats aimed at Kendrick Lamar. Now, the details here are a little fuzzy, so please don't quote me on that. But basically, Adin was doing some dark-sided humor with these threats. That's really problem number one for Adin. What does Adin do? He gets on the stream and he talks big shit, saying he don't feel like he's banned from LA. And should anybody do anything to him, his security guard or whoever's with him is gonna handle his business for him. Now, I'm gonna fast forward here because there's a bit of back and forth. But essentially, Adin Ross ends up issuing an apology to LA. But as you saw in the video in the beginning, he doubles down and says he's not gonna fold and fuck you to those podcasters in question. Now that you're all caught up, or at least as caught up as I'm gonna talk about here, let's get into it. Social media got y'all fucked up. It allows y'all to create a character that lives on the internet for the sake of views and payouts. You can create a cocoon and a world inside that cocoon that feels very real, so real that you forget the person who you actually are. And in most cases, it's not really a problem. It's only a problem until you start playing with shit you're not built to deal with. Case in point, if you were really cut from that cloth, you wouldn't feel the need to explain how or who would be handling that business for you. In fact, you wouldn't even make mention of anything gang related. Most people who are gang related and in the social media content creator space purposefully leave that information out. I'm not about to explain to you why, but if you know, you know. As for the supposed background check Adin claims he did, let me help out anybody who thinks that actually means something. I grew up in LA, Inglewood to be exact, and I grew up with some friends that chose a different life than I chose, but we're still cool. But I'll never make mention of who they are because they're still active. And to be frank with you, I have no interest in placing myself in that life, but we are still cool. Keeping that in mind, most of us who grew up out here that didn't choose that rag life all have friends that we grew up with that did. I bet some of you watching right now from LA can name at least 2 of your friends off top. And I promise you, your background check doesn't equate for those friends we don't mention. I say that to say, be careful of who you talk greasy to. And that apology you issued was ass, bro. What you need to do, recant everything you said, say you not built for that life and you didn't know how real it really was. That whole, I'm not gonna fold, you could end up being somebody's laundry next week. That's it, that's all. Tap in with me. You know I tap back. Don't play with stuff you ain't supposed to. Peace.